It's time to break the taboo. Money printing is a great idea, and the detection of horse meat and beef products has a bright side, says Edward Hadas. Joining me now is Chris Hughes, European editor. Chris, let's kick off with this money printing story that Edward wrote, and this is on the back of an Adair Turner comment last week, where in effect he broke a taboo and said, look, printing money in hard times to cover deficits is not so bad.
Yeah. Let's make that a normal idea, is what we're saying. I mean, it has been frowned on, the idea that you can sort of print your way out of trouble. But the reality is that, you know, what else works? I mean, if you cut interest rates to near zero, as many jurisdictions have done, it's not clear that that has much effect. And there is actually a sort of logical simplicity about printing money to stimulate your economy. You can direct where it goes, and actually you could then you take the pressure off the banking system. You're not then draining money, borrowing from the banks to fund your stimulus, and you can then let monetary policy sort of do its job with interest rates. You can have, you know, a more normal trajectory on rates, and maybe you have fewer asset bubbles. So, you know, it's not. You can actually talk about extreme money printing in quite a rational way. And given that nothing else appears to be working, let's embrace it. Let's not have this taboo about using it in an extreme way.
Okay, I'm sure there'll be some reaction to this. I mean, Adair Turner said that in extraordinary times this should be used, this overt monetary financing. And Edward makes the point that the danger is governments, central banks using it irresponsibly.
Yeah, look, these are extraordinary times. I mean, look, for example, at the stagnation that has gripped the UK. You know, we're now 5 years into the crisis, and the world economy is still pretty sluggish, and you know, other means aren't working. So it is time to, you know, the times do justify it. There is good justification for considering this as, you know, as something that is viable.
Okay, that's Edward Hadas' piece. You can find on the Breakingviews site. Another Edward piece. I'm interested to see the bright side to having a horse meat lasagna. Where's the positive in a horse meat lasagna?
Well, the positive. This is for viewers outside the UK. Britain is currently gripped by this scandal that traces, well, in some cases, traces as large as 100% of horse meat have been found in various beef products.
And we're not saying, by the way, that picture on the screen is of a horse meat lasagna.
And this is, of course, a real furore. However, we now know. I mean, it may have been actually that, you know, long ago, or maybe not so long ago, you would get all kinds of different types of meat in your lasagna, and you wouldn't even know what you're eating.
So you're saying the positive is the fact that we can trace this now, and we've got these DNA tests.
What this saga has shone a light on is actually quite how sophisticated the techniques are now that are available for assessing the quality and safety of food. There has been a revolution in DNA testing.
But food prices are just going to go up now if we're going to have to test everything, right?
Food prices are still pretty cheap compared to where they have been in the past. But
this is all about consumers wanting to be cost conscious. The fact there's horse meat in these in the first place, right?
Well, in every area of business, there's always going to be pressure on costs, and clearly at the kind of value end of the chain, those pressures are going to be very intense. But at least now there are technologies out there which mean this can be spotted now. And also, you know, there has been no impact on health here. So you know, what you actually take out of this is, you know, this is actually a sign of just how much progress we have made in keeping tabs on the food chain, in being able to assess what's actually in our food.
Yep.
You know, this wasn't possible you know, not so long ago. Overall, you know, you should see this as actually a sign of how far we've moved forward.
Okay, Chris, thanks very much indeed. Chris Hughes. That is it for now. If you want to watch our US show, the Breakingviews show comes on every day, 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT. I'm Axel Threlfall. This is Reuters.